Good evening, everyone. Transfer window is brewing up, and that's the transfer bomber. Marcus Rashford, you always knew that this is going to be the headlines of the transfer window. It's the biggest name selling at the moment, and it is 100% that Marcus Rashford will now finally leave the club, of course. Haven't been appearing for 5 games at Manchester United. Last time he was spotted on the bench, and not really last time was even reported that he was sick. But no, I don't buy that bullshit. There's multiple suitors coming in to say, look, we are willing to take Marcus Rashford. The latest to come in is Borussia Dortmund as well. We have AC Milan in the race. We have Juve in the race. We have Galatasaray. We have multiple suitors. But any Premier League clubs coming in, we're going to dive into that story. And by the way, salam alaikum habibi. Saudi Pro League is desperately to get Casemiro over the line, offering, according to the latest report, 650k a week for Casemiro. Yalla, yalla, yalla. Please call Sheikh Mr Mick Ruby for this one as well. And the latest reports coming into Kobbie Maino to Chelsea. Hell no. Sell to buy, but not don't touch my Kobbie Mainoo, please. We're going to dive into those stories today as a community. But guys, you know what to do. Like and subscribe as per usual. Let us get to minimum 100 likes. Let's get right into the show, shall we?
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, okay, let's go. I know it's Chelsea playing. No, Arsenal's playing the Carabao Cup, Energy Cup, and we Man United fans, we are kind of drained of this transfer saga. So I do understand if you're watching Arsenal, Newcastle, but still, guys, if you're a real Man United fan, please tell your neighbors and all the fans that you know to come and join MUFC RealistTV. We are live and exclusive for you today, guys. I know it's not easy to be a Man United fan, and everyone is kind of a little bit anxious to get Marcus Rashford at the club, potentially Casemiro, get new signings since I know. Ooh, lucky I protect my balls there, guys. Anyway, how you all doing, guys? How you feeling? Is this transfer window getting to you? Are we getting impatient regarding Marcus Rashford? We know that we are not supposed to give him a lot of airtime, but this is kind of the transfer news that we're going to talk about today, because at the end of the day, we need to sell to buy, right? We need to sell to buy. 100% we do. We look at sellable assets. Who can we sell? And we've spoken about Kobbie Maino that, Ineos are looking to offload players that will generate plus P on the PSR FFP rules and place their homegrown talent. And the latest report coming out from Chris Wheeler, which we're going to talk about, Kobbie Maino to Chelsea? Hell no. If you guys are pulling this through Ineos, you will not be forgiven by us fans. But does it have any legs? Does it really have any legs? At the end of the day, the most sellable assets here is Casemiro, Rashford, and who else do we have here? Players on high earning wages, 100%. If you did miss a video that I did this morning, go and check it out. It's brilliant. But we're going to sort of recap a little bit. Anyway, guys, big up. Welcome to MUFC RealistTV. And as I said, don't forget to hit that like button. How you all doing? Let me go into the chat to give you a shout. Luman is in the house as well, as per Early Bird, to say love and respect the legend Mick Ruby always. Big up to you, Luman. Love and respect back. It's mutual. It's mutual. Seeing what Yolima means coming in straight away on Kobbie Mainoo news. Sounds like Mainoo wants 200k a week. Love the player, but he had one good game this season. 100 to 140k a week. I stand by him. I can stand by that. Yeah, 100%. If that's not good enough, sell him and buy Gyökeres. Interesting. Listen, we're going to dive into that as well. I agree what you're saying. It might be agent pushing, using this story to get the contract, because we know that the contract extension hasn't really been signed. He's got still a contract to 2027. There's 2 years away, so there's no really panic, right? What you're saying here as well, let's go into the chat as well. Rajat, what you're saying here, big up my man. Let's see. Rajat, you say Mainoo can go not that good according to your opinion. Gothenburg is in the house. We have Thomas Swegenet, the legend from Sweden, in the house. And how about my Arabic impression, Sheikh Al Ruby? You know, to say, Casemiro, Habibi, I give you 650. Manchester United, how can I help you? Yeah, you will help us a lot by giving offloading Casemiro 650k a week. Wow, that's double his wage at the moment. Yolimamina say, are you guys drowned in snow, Thomas? Well, guys, Thomas Vegenes in Gothenburg, you know, I'm from Gothenburg as well. It's on the west coast. It's salty. When it rains, when it snows, it just basically melts down. So I don't know. Thomas, let us know. Do we have snow in Gothenburg? I am not in Gothenburg, as you know. I am in Thailand. We don't even have snow. And happy Orthodox Christmas, because today is Orthodox Christmas if you are Orthodox, if you know what you know. Darko is saying 200k per week, just a decent in today's footballing market. It is, you know. We know that Man United set a salary cap. They want to sort of have maximum 250k a week. There was a sort of a report coming out early last year when Ineos took over. So I do remember that. 200k a week is not too bad, in my opinion, for a Kobbie Maino. But is it too early? Is it too early to discuss this, to time down? Potentially can talk next year. 200k for a player who performed decent every game he plays. Yes, but not for a player who has one good game for 6 months. Listen, he had one good season. He just broke through. So I think it's panic at the disco. And I think it's a lot of, you know, we're going to dive into that. Absolutely. Like, so if you want me to start with Kobbie Maino news, I can do that. 100%. We could, because at the end of the day, like, you know, it comes down to sell to buy. And Chris Wheeler was coming in to say exclusive like that. This is coming from Chris Wheeler, by the way. So, you know, Wheeler is the only one reporting it. Exclusive. Chelsea leading the chase for Kobbie Maino if he leaves Man United. Yeah. I do remember 2 weeks ago that, you know, it was a report to say that, you know, it's stalling with the contract. You know, he doesn't hasn't, you know, signed it as of yet. Still in negotiation with Man United. But what does it stem down to? What does it stem down to? Well, I think at the end of the day, like, you know, it comes down to Kobbie Maino wants a contract worth about 200k a week. Manchester United, according to Chris Wheeler again. So for me, it stems down to is more of his agent briefing Chris Wheeler. You know, that's what I believe. You know, they want to maximize the contract. They're leaking out to the press. But I don't believe, like, you know, word that Ineos are likely to sell him. There was some reports to say that Ineos are more likely to sell Garnacho than a homegrown talent such as Kobbie Maino. And I'd be personally furious if they do that, if they do pull the trigger just because they stint. But I don't believe. I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think it's more Chris Wheeler stirring the pot here, like to say, and probably hired by his agent to sort of try to get the best deal to utilize Chelsea. But of course, Chelsea are sort of experts in hoovering up the talent, like Bayern Munich does in the Bundesliga. They just hoover up every single talent. So I don't know. Chelsea has, like, you know, 40 different squad members. Kobbie Maino to Chelsea, that would be devastating if it happens, but I don't think it will. That is my honest opinion, guys. But at the end of the day, I want to hear from you. Leave your comment. Do you think that's a kind of a little bit of BS story? You think it's more of a, you know, Chris Wheeler stirring the pot here? I don't know. Let me know as well. Presser 1 if you think that this is BS. Presser 2 if you think that, you know, more of his agent pushing sort of for a contract and a higher wage. 1 and 2, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. Dark Road, like and subscribe, share, enjoy. Yeah, please. We are trying now. I'm back, like, you know, trying to do regular streams, 8:00 p.m. UK time, and morning shows as well. Like, so my aim for this community, guys, for all the paid members, you know, is to do regular shows each and every day. Of course, we want to reach about 50,000 by the end of the year. So that should be a reachable target. Like, we are on 40,200 subscribers at the moment. So the more the merrier. The more you share, the more you speak to other fans. Share this tweet, whatever you see MUFC RealistTV go live. Please share it, because sharing is caring, and the word of mouth will help us grow as a community, as a fan channel as well. What we're saying here, Rajat, Maino kind of overrated. Good right areas, technical, but has a crap product, to be honest. I don't know, man. I think he was too rushed early. Like, you know, he was rushed in and was overplayed by Ten Hag. So the kid needs a break, you know. I think he was great against Liverpool, and I think we should nurture him. He's still young. He shouldn't be playing 90 minutes. So it's rightfully what we did against Liverpool, that we subbed him off in the 60, 65 minute and gave other players a chance. So I think he's still got an important part to play here, like, you know, at Man United, according to my opinion. I like Kobbie Maino, but I sort of recognize that he's been burnt down to the ground and needs a little bit of rest, and we need to handle him. Box is saying Maino wants 200k a week. I doubt it. Well, it's more of a agent report. It's more Chris Wheeler stirring the pot, but at the end of the day, you guys let me know in the VR room as well. Like and subscribe. Big up to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's only 19, will be 20. Yeah, that's proven point. So why are we going in and slating our players at the moment, right? So yeah, 100%. He beat 20 in April. Single-handedly lifted the club that last season, 100%. So does he deserve it though? Does he deserve it? I mean, still a young kid. You know, give him a pay rise to 200k a week. Man, I have no problems in doing so, as long as he doesn't sort of become lethargic like Marcus Rashford, right? Because we've seen it before. We give players like, you know, bumper contract, and they sort of kind of crash and burn, you know. Just because you come to Man United and you make it, it doesn't mean that if you get a pay rise, that means that you need to, you know, work your socks off for those 200k a week. I know that the shirt, wearing the red shirt of the Red Devils crest, it's a heavy shirt to wear, but, you know, Kobbie Maino, he understands Man United. I don't think he's loyal to United. He came from the academy. There's no way he's going to Chelsea, in my opinion. Ornstein posted, yes, 100%. He did. Ridwan, what you're saying here. I'm sure Manchester Mainoo would play for the club for free. After all, he loves the club, apparently. Yes, true. You know, he's a Man United born and bred. He's Mank. You know what I mean? What did Ornstein posted, Ridwan? What did he say? Please contribute. John Mallow is in the house. Big up Sweden. 200k a week seems like a no-brainer. Seems like a move from his agent to get more. So you agree what I'm saying there? So he's more of an agent. I believe it's more agent briefing it up. Like, you know, Denby, big up crew. Big up to you. Jeffrey is in the house. What you saying, Jeffrey? Please, we don't need give Maino any stupid salary again, as we have done previously. No mistake anymore. Please, 100%. I agree what you're saying. And that was kind of the sentiment that I said before. Like, you know, we've seen this happening before when we give bumper contracts and they all of a sudden they just don't become footballers because they get paid money. And arguably to say with Marcus Rashford, like if we're going to talk about Rashford, it's not Rashford's fault that, you know, the 350k a week. The club under the Glazers and the Ed Woodward enabled Marcus Rashford they created a monster pretty much. And that created a problem where we are now. So who's going to take a Marcus Rashford on that wage on 350k a week? And you only won the Europa League. Europa League, yeah. You only won that. Other than that, you didn't win anything. No Premier League, nothing. So you're not a world beater. And so why are we giving you 350k a week? We're going to dive into the Rashford story as well, guys. So stick around for that one. I'm just going over your comments. Big up to all of you. You have legends. We have Box in the house. We have John Malone, Manlu Tata as well. We have a lot of people in the house. A lot of contradictory. You see your chats going. Some people saying he doesn't agree. What did Ornstein say? Can you just help me? Ornstein don't lie. Yeah. I need more context. What did Ornstein say? One, what you're saying? Yeah, yes. 90 to 100k with the performance bonus is a good deal for Kobbie. Yeah, I agree, Danny B. You know, players should be like on a base salary, right? And with a sort of a KPI, like a salesperson, right? If you achieve your targets, you sort of get 50k extra per week. Yeah. So if you pay you like 100k base, your earning potential should be 150k up to 200 based on the key performance indexes that we set. We should definitely say to you. 2, what Charles is saying. So we have people saying 1, we have 2. We have Fred the Red in the house. Mainoo was offered 150k. I said that's fair. Yeah, to be honest, Borussia Dortmund wants to try out loan deal. Yeah, we have a lot of people coming in and wants to contribute. But at the end of the day, like, let's park this Kobbie Mainoo. We went a little bit backwards, to be honest. Kobbie Mainoo was supposed to be at the end of the show, so big up to you as well, Eddie Mayhem. Ed Mayhem as well. Big up to you and the gang. Big up Eddie as well. How you doing, man? How you doing? So do Manchester United let go of Xerxes on loan, or maybe goes permanent deal, according to Rajat? Well, reports saying that he is happy to stay at Man United, and arguably so, right? And there's a report saying that we are definitely getting 2 signings over January window. One is definitely going to be a left wing back. If you missed the video that I did earlier, I did a fantastic 6-minute video scouting report on the Danish Danish brilliant Patrick Dogu. Go check it out. Like, Patrick Dogu can be available for 15 to 20 million. Currently playing at Lecce. He's left-footed. He's a versatile player. Can play left wing, right wing, can play, in the midfield. Such a great attacking, and he can play left winger as well and right winger. So this is kind of a player that excites me, right? Danish international 20, has been at Lecce since 2019, came from the academy under 19s. But I think this is a low risk, high reward signing, similar to what we did with Taron Malacia, by the way. That seems to be going down to Italy as well. Anyway, so go check that out as well. So, and you know what? We have some more expensive offers on the table, but everything stems down to what Man United will do in the transfer window, right? I did calculation, guys. I did some calculations regarding this. So let me add this to the stage. So listen, add this to the stage. Listen, at the end of the day, I did this video this morning, but I'm going to regurgitate a little bit. Listen, if we do get, Casemiro and Rashford off the books, Rashford is arguably earning 350k a week. That's about 18 million of the wage bill. And then you have Casemiro, also like the highest earner at the club on 18.5 million, right? If Saudi gives us 30 million, he's got 2 years left on his contract, plus taking off the wages, we are staring at generating about 66 million in just 2 players, right? Then Casemiro, arguably, we're going to dive into that story as well, what's been said and done. But also, you look at other assets that we can be sold. But if we go to these two players, which is arguably that Ines trying to push the high earners out the door, we've been good. We'd be good. And there will be money to be spent. So reports saying that we are definitely going in for a left wing back and a potential lone striker. I said it, I think that our preferred striker is not available this January window. January window is very difficult to do, So I believe that Gyökeres is the summer signing. I believe that it is. And Osimhen, according to my opinion, was paper talk BS bullshit. For sure, there was some interest regarding, coming down from Italy. Xerxes for Vlahovic swap deal, and that is something that could work in my opinion, because Xerxes' lack of confidence. Thiago Motta used to managing at Bologna. He goes there. We need a prolific goal scorer, number 9, a fox in the box. Vlahovic for a season. Yeah, it could work. But then also there was reports say Koulibaly as well. Randall Koulibaly, that is not setting the world on fire at PSG at the moment. I think he scored 2 goals in 10 appearances for PSG. It's not being favored. So I don't know. Beggars cannot be choosers, because we need a striker 100% in January window. There is 18 games left and about 46 points to play for. So can we reach top 6, top 4? Potentially, but it all depends on what we do in the transfer window, right? If we don't bolster anything, if we don't get any signings, reaching top 6 is impossible. But that means that Ruben Amorim was so pissed off after the Liverpool game, and he said, I want to see this performance week in and week out. Where have you been? But if we do get fresh blood in, of course, that is going to motivate the squad to even do better, in my opinion. So let us see, let us see. So if we do get Casemiro out of the door, let's go right into the Casemiro story. Let's start with Casemiro. Listen, at the end of the day, let's add this to the stage, right? According to Ben Jacobs, 3 Saudi clubs have expressed an interest in Casemiro, including Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr. A January exit remains one to watch, according to Ben Jacobs. Right. And I would say yes. Saudi is now opening up the wallets, and I would be surprised and shocked if he doesn't want. Last summer, he wanted to remain in Man United, but now he's more open. Of course, if you get 650k a week. Further adding on to the stage is that if you look at the Saudi Pro League, currently expect to be busy in January transfer window. And there'll be also insurance that Premier League transfer window could see a dramatic rise in spending this month. So Saudi is doing us a massive favor here. That's why I said, they're calling, hello, Saudi Pro League. This is Sheikh Al-Mick Ruby. How can I help you? Well, we want your Casemiro, Habibzi. Okay. Players and their representatives already expecting a raft of big money moves this window. Manchester United, Arsenal, and Spurs are all on the lookout for deals this month. Ruben Amorim wants to use this window to get players in and out, according to the Mirror as well. John Cross from the Mirror. So this stems down also to what I believe, that, you know, there's no smoke without fire. Casemiro, we know we've been trying to offload him to Saudi, and the latest report coming out from Ben Jacobs as well is this following news. Casemiro has been offered a contract worth £650,000 per week by the Saudi Pro League. The league's sporting director, Michael Emenalo, is driving the move to sign Casemiro. Okay, the Saudi Pro League wants him as a poster boy. This is why. Casemiro is a big name, right? So let me repeat again. Let me drink my coffee, guys, because this is very exciting. Have a sip, whatever you're drinking, guys. Okay, are you warm? Are you warm and ready? Casemiro has been offered a contract worth £650,000 per week. 650 schmackaronis by the Saudi Pro League. The league's sporting director, Michael Emenalo, is driving the move to sign Casemiro. And should an agreement be reached with Saudi central deal makers, he would be, of course, to join Al Nassr, which is Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, agent Ronaldo. So this tells me, guys, in my opinion, this tells me that Saudi is seeing Casemiro as a poster boy, right? They will give him 650k a week and pay 30 million to Man United. This is exciting, and this is how we can make deals in this January window, right? This means that we were linked to cheap centre backs or cheap wing backs, like the likes of potentially bringing back Alvaro Caracas Fernandez to the club, triggering that 16 million buyback clause, but also Dogo as well, which is worth about 15 to 20 million euros, right? And then on the expensive tier one market, which is preferably when United is looking to shop, is no other than Nuno Mendes, 55 million from PSG, and Milos Kerkez. And speaking about Milos Kerkez, right, this is very interesting in my opinion. This is very, very interesting. But anyway, like, you know, get your comments in, because I want to speak about Milos Kerkez, what's going on with Bournemouth. Because Milos Kerkez, according to Fabrizio Romano, is part of the list, right? He's part of the list together with Nuno Mendes and together with, you know, Dogo, what was recently reported today. So I did a video about Dogo earlier, so please go check it out. But the secret sauce here, in my opinion, is what's Bournemouth doing on the market. Well, apparently, Julio Soler is now on his way to Bournemouth to finalize this move. Fee agree approaching £10 million. Is this, in my opinion, in your opinion, Bournemouth, knowing that they are getting a replacement for Milos Kerkez, and Milos Kerkez is going to Man United, is Man United knowing that they might get some money for Casemiro and utilize that to get a more expensive centre back, wing back, left wing back, sorry? Or is it that we are prioritizing the number one target, Nuno Mendes? Or is it that we can get two wing backs? Currently, we don't have, because if you look at Dogo, he can play on the left, he can play on the right. He's such a versatile player. So if we do get a Dogo in for 15, 20 million euros, that is kind of like a, you know, a Ugarte signing. And then you get another more expensive, like Nuno Mendes, XYZ, right? Speaking about Dogo from Danish International, you know, okay, let's go into Dogo as well. Patrick Dogo. Okay, let's bring Patrick Dogo's stats a little bit here. Let me see. Okay, let me put this to the stage, guys. Okay, let me minimize myself. Here we go. I will minimize myself. If you look at Patrick Dogo, right, he is 6'2", 175 centimeters tall, 20 years of age. Preferred foot is left foot, but he's two-footed, right? He is market value on 15 million. If you look at his overall positioning, right? Positioning, he can play right winger, left wing back, left midfielder, left winger. So you can see here the heat maps here, like, you know, left wing back, left midfielder, left wing back, left back. He can also play right wing back and right winger. Wow. So that gives you an indication that he's kind of like a little bit of like a Mazarawi, in my opinion. But I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. If you want to know more about Patrick Dogo, go check out the video that I posted before the live stream. You should go to Saudi, Mick, according to Box, to become a fixer for the top teams. Yes, Habibi, how can I help you? This is Mick Rubinstein. How can I help you, Habibzi? Customer support. Right winger, yeah. But, Patrick Dogo can play both sides. So, arguably to say, what does this say? If we do get some money for Casemiro, we can buy 2 wingbacks. And Patrick Dogo is one of the versatile players. Like, he can step into the midfield as well. And we do get like a Milos Kerkez or Nuno Mendes. So it's left to be seen. But anyway, guys, big up to all of you. What you're saying, Welsh God, what you're saying here. Welsh God is saying, I hope it goes on the loan. We have to buy back clause in the summer. Oh, yeah. Let's dive into Marcus Rashford, the guy that we don't really want to talk to. But okay, Rashford, according to my opinion, he's one of the assets that we need to sell, currently on 350k a week. And what is the latest regarding Marcus Rashford? Well, lo and behold, Borussia Dortmund is now entering the race. Borussia Dortmund is entering the race, according to Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein. Everyone, credible sources are saying this. Borussia Dortmund among number of clubs considering a move for sign Marcus Rashford on loan this month. Dortmund joined likes AC Milan, Juventus, and Premier League suitors in weighing up a move for Rashford deal until the summer. Guys, this is a bidding war right now. But arguably to say that Ornstein also missed Galatasaray is in the race. PSG is lurking in the background. So this is music to my ears. That also tells you that the club don't really want to sell him. It's too complicated deal. Is club get him sort of, let's get rid of him on the loan and we deal with it in summer. Potentially that could put in a sell-on clause or option to buy. But out of all these clubs, guys, I want to hear from you, like AC Milan, Juventus, Borussia Dortmund, who can pay salary? Get involved in the chat. This is a trick question. Out of all of these clubs, let me know. Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, Juve, or Dortmund. Out of all these clubs, who do you think can pay Marcus Rashford 350k a week? This is the trick question. Get involved right now. I want to hear from you here right now. Get involved. And in the meantime, I will go and check the poll, which I did. So the poll was saying that, do you think that Rashford would be 100% leaving Manchester United this summer window? And we have 55 votes. Big up, guys. And 70% of you says yes. So there is a believe. And 22% says no. Bosh, and this poll. Going back to you guys, let me see what you're saying here. AC Milan, according to you, Yale, can afford him. Milan or Juve, well, Juve probably going to be able to do this deal. Juve, in my opinion, cannot do this deal. I did a video regarding this and the reason why they want to sort of get rid of Vlahovic for a season because of financial constraints. Vlahovic is apparently only 250k a week and plus more, plus add-ons. And that was kind of the reason why they kind of wanted to offload him to ease the financial burden and get a cheaper version in the loan deal. They were hoping Man United will take on the wages for Vlahovic for 6 months, and then you will take what is he on, 75k a week or 100 or something like that, and that would be such a much easier one. So I don't think so. AC Milan, probably what you guys are saying, avoid Dortmund. Dortmund don't have money, and that's the point. If you remember Jadon Sancho's story, no, they mugged us. They rinsed us for Jadon Sancho, and then they wanted to loan him, but they didn't want to pay his full transfers. They said, no, we don't have the money. So we don't have the money. Mayday, we are zinking. So the question is what I'm going to reveal to you as well. I'm sorry if I'm slurring a bit. Okay, drum roll, please. Drum roll. Let's go in. Well, according to Sport Witness and Tutto Mercato, they say AC Milan will have no problem in paying Marcus Rashford's salary. Big up Ibrahimovic, big up. Get him down to Milano. They could present their project to the player in the next few days. Thank you, Ibrahimovic. Thank you, Ibra. So, guys, there is a bidding war, okay? There is a bidding war regarding Marcus Rashford down in the Continental. A player of his ilk on a loan, shit, I would jump on it if I was AC Milan, right? If it goes down to Italy, there's a little bit of a slow league, wow, he would tear it apart. But also, if we are not trying to sell him, It'll be such a great move for Rashford, like a mental change mental picture, right? And potentially come back to United fresh. But in order to do so, get rid of all your entourage, to be honest. But yeah, listen, if AC Milan can afford it, 100%, we will drive him down to Milan himself, to Milano. You know, there's a lot of baba. He can eat pizza, pasta. You know what I mean? So the question is, does he want to go there? Because he said it, he wants to go to La Liga. But there's no La Liga clubs and suitors coming in for him. So listen, at the end of the day, Milan is the only one that could pay this. Dortmund, I don't think so. Juve, I don't think so. Galatasaray is, you know, Turkish. They just come in and window shop, but will never pay the salary, right? So the aim is for Man United in this instant, but it's so important. If we are going to do a loan, get a club that will pay his full salary, 350k a week, and we have no problem. Because if we sort of offload that wage bill, that means that we have more money to spend in the January window. Simple as that. Simple mathematics. So technically, United need just to get rid of 2 players in order to afford the January window: Casemiro and Marcus Rashford. But you would say, Fred, you promote Obi Marty. Yeah, 100% I would, you know. And Cherry. Yeah, they're good shouts, to be honest. They are smashing it up at the moment at UCLub. Plus, don't forget Shea Lacey, 100%. But the thing is, Fred the Red, Ruben Amorim hadn't really had time on the training ground to assess the youth. Neither have we had time to train the first team. But now we are playing kind of 1 game a week. Potentially we can see that. Grace Sheridan, what you're saying here, Rashford would make a good boot cleaner for Rafael Leao. Seriously. Rafael Leao was apparently injured, so that's why they're panicking, AC Milan, to get Rashford in as well. Yeah, Welshka, that's wise words, what you're saying. John, what you're saying here. No one will fully pay his wages. We have to cover part of the enable the move. But John, seriously, if there's multiple clubs putting the proposal in, you know, who's to say that the highest bidder win? You know, the aim here for United is to say, okay, you can have him on the loan, but only if you take on his whole wages, right? So this is what's going to be interesting to see. What's the point to sort of loan him out if we are going to pay half of his wages? No way, Jose, right? AC Milan or potentially you, what you say. If Rashford goes, it must be a straight payment, no payment for loan, 100%. Or if Rashford goes then and does well at AC Milan, let's say he goes to Milan, right? We insert like, okay, a loan with an option to buy, an obligation to buy. What we see. There was some reports saying that, you know, regarding MUFC BP as well, that he is apparently not an option and that he will go to any Premier League side. It's basically saying that. Let's confirm, because you mentioned, why would you loan him out to a Premier League side? Like, you know, to strengthen your rivals. Like, this is something that Manchester United would not do, in my opinion. And I'm just trying to find this, what I saw this right here, right now. Hang on, bear with me a second. Get involved in the chat. Let me know what you think. Who would you rather see Rashford go to? I don't think he's going to go to any Premier League side. You know, here we go. This is coming from Sam Plager from, let me add this to the stage as well. It came up 3 hours ago with a cross. Manchester United do not want to loan or sell Marcus Rashford to another Premier League club, according to Sam Pilger. Yeah, and I wouldn't do so either. 100% I wouldn't. No way, Jose. Jordan, how you doing? Good afternoon, Jordan. How are you? Manuel, what you're saying here, brother? We were cheated by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. If this Mainoo story is about true, no, it's not true. Then we might be heading more backwards than ever. How in earth could you sell your young prospects and assets? Well, simple. I do remember a story that Sir Jim Ratcliffe wanted to sort of sell half of the academy players because he looked at it. If selling the academy players, which is homegrown talent, that is pure profit on the PSR and FFP, financial fair play. But I don't believe one word that Kobbie Maino, which is our star boy, will be sold to Chelsea or will be sold whatsoever. They'd rather send Garnacho than him. But I think that also there was Chris Wheeler, the reporter, that reported this. And I think it's the agent that kind of briefed it out to the press because, apparently they want 200K a week. But I said, no, that's too much, right? 200K a week is too much for a youngster. What is he on currently, Kobbie Maino? I think he's on 50K a week right now. Let me see. Add to stage, Kobbie Maino, what are you on? We can see it here. Kobbie Maino is on what? 20K a week. 20K a week is Kobbie Maino. So that's a massive bump up, right? From 20K a week to 200K a week. Doesn't make any sense. Maximum 150K a week, in my opinion, guys. Next season, top 4. Jordan thinks that Russia will go to Napoli. I don't know. We will see. But Napoli are they part of the race? The only story that I saw about Napoli was kind of a swap deal with Osimhen, but I don't think that's going to happen at the end of the day. I think the Man United would offer, take the highest bidder that will offer to offload him for taking on the whole salary package. But then it comes down to Marcus Rashford. Where do you want to go? I mean, I would say that, you know what? It's not a bad shot. And ladies and gentlemen, we have some live scores. Arsenal are deflating in the mud. They are losing at home at Emirates with near 0-0. I hope bloody hell that Newcastle knock them out on the Carabao Cup and we go there on Sunday and knock them out the FA Cup. Arsenal are shit at the moment. They are look very, very poor form. And hopefully we guys that came from Anfield, we battle it out. We can go there and even poke the bear in the ass and get a result. Conte wants Rashi. I know, but I haven't seen anything. Isak scored the goal. Big ups, a big Swede, Alexander Isak. God, I would take Alexander Isak if he was for sale to Man United. Such a perfect striker. And if you look at strikers that suits Amorim's system, Isak will be perfect. I think Isak will be perfect, 100%. But you have to fork out over 100 million to get Alexander Isak. So who would you take, Alexander Isak or Gyökeres? Let me know. So Alexander Isak scored 1-0, and that's music to my ears. I like Anthony for 20K, what you're saying here, John Malo. Like Anthony from 20K euros to 200K. Yeah, that was mad, man. If you're talking about giving a bumper contract, listen, Anthony was laughing to the bank, that summer. He was on 20K euros and all of a sudden he gets 200K. That's madness. That's madness. I mean, okay, what you're saying, Habibi, we really need Gyökeres in January. Do we have the money? Is the money a big lob? That's the big problem. I don't think we have the money, depending on if we do a madness to get Eriksen out of the door and a lot of these players, but I think it's an unrealistic target. I think the Gyökeres is a summer target, and the cherry on the top will come in the summer. And I don't think that Sporting Lisbon are willing to let him go. They're still in Champions League, so why would they lose their lead scorer? Potentially have a deal for him in the summer. I think that Man United at the end of the day would get a left wing back, and I think we will get a striker on the line for the remaining of the season. That is my feeling. So Gyökeres is your guy, what you're saying in box as well. And Gyökeres is my guy as well, 100%. I think that this Victor Osimhen story was paper talk trash. There was nothing that was coming from the Sun, nothing more from the big reporters like Ornstein or Fabrizio. So I take that with a pinch of salt. They were selling us a fantasy dream. In all over, Thomas, what you're saying and being a Swede yourself, Isaac over Victor, of course, but we can't afford Isaac, and Victor has the potential to challenge Isaac to become Premier League top striker. So you take Isaac over Victor. Interesting. Isak, yeah. But the thing is, Thomas, if you look at Gyökeres and, is he performing without, Ruben Amorim 100%? Does he know the Premier League? Yes, he does. Will it be a risk? No, the thing is, he knows the system already, so it will be pretty much hit the ground running for him. But Alexander Isak, of course, is Premier League proven. Yeah, listen, that would be a wet dream. Have both of them stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Grace, what you're saying here, we shouldn't offer Maino more than 100K a week for 5 years. His contract after that he should be on a big contract. When he reaches 25, we'll get going. Yeah, when he reaches 25, give him what he wants. I agree. But in sensible solution, guys, come to a conclusion regarding Kobbie Mainoo, right? We've seen this so many times. As soon as we get youngsters a pay increase, he's currently on 20k a week, and given 200k, the problem is, will he become a Marcus Rashford? I don't want to do that. And I agree what you're saying, a maximum 100k, but there's no rush to give him a new contract. He's still tied into 2027 with an additional year of extension. So I don't really understand why we're discussing this at the moment. I think it's more his agent trying to push to get his salary increase, and agent using Chris Wheeler to sort of put it out there that, you know, Chelsea might be interested in. At the end of the day, he's got 2 years left plus 1 year in an extension that can trigger. So I don't think that is necessary. But at the end of the day, if we're going to be sensible talking money, again, I want to see more of a base model, like, you know, where you play a payer, like, you know, let's say 70k a week, right? That's your base salary. And you put on performance-based KPIs, key performance indexes. You set certain targets. Okay, you get 80k a week, but if you do this X, Y, Z, you get a potential earning potential of 150, like a salesperson. Like if you ever been a salesperson, every salesperson have a base and earning potential on target earnings. Yeah, I know Jordan Walls. Potentially Osman, he said it, hold it up. You know, I'm going to a club, the Premier League in red. Could it be Arsenal? Arsenal looking for a striker. John, what you're saying here, big up John. I don't think it's a good time to introduce academy players to the first team when things are messy. Leo Messi. They need a platform to develop and make mistakes, 100%. Fred, the Red, is saying, breaking news, Man United looking to bring in Joe Bellingham from Sunderland. Yeah, that's not breaking news. That came out last week to be a future replacement for Bruno. But that is the one, I think that, could that be for January or could it be for summer, Fred? Let us know as well. Continue. That was reported widely last week, if I remember, Joe Bellingham. And Joe Bellingham is probably better than his brother, according to our friend Stu Wally, that plays football with his old man. You know, 80k a week, what you're saying, Yolim, I mean, with performance bonuses that can bring the contract up to 170k a week. Yeah, 100%, I agree with that. We can, yeah. Grace is saying, words of wisdom, we should offer Mainoo more than 100k a week, 5 years. The contract after should be bring. Yeah, we read that. Yeah, prime. Yeah, 100%. So I'm all over the shop at the moment. Summer news. Yeah, summer news. I think that Joe Bellingham will. Stu, sorry about the glitch there. I disappeared. My internet went down. Stu is playing football with his own man, like, you know, in the 50s plus. So he's apparently saying that Joe Bellingham is better than Jude. So we will see. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream. Grace is saying Mainoo should be the long-term replacement for Bruno in the number 10, 100%. We're also looking at potential Sverre Nypen from Rosenborg, Norway. Job is heading to Palace. That would be a crime if he does head to Palace. I think Manchester United would be a great project for him. Nas, M87, no way. This kid should get paid more than, and that's kind of it. Like, you know, I don't think the kid should be paid more than 100k a week performance bonuses. Just, guys, are going to wrap up the stream. Marcus Rashford looks there's going to be a bidding war. Multiple clubs are in for him in continental Europe. There's clubs, Premier League, Manchester United said there's no way they're going to sell any, you know, loan him out to any Premier League clubs. Why should they? Why should they sort of strengthen it when we're trying to reach top 6 or 5 or 4? And at the end of the day, Casemiro has been offered at 650k a week, and the Saudi Pro League wants to sort of bring him in, and Al Nassr and agent Ronaldo CR7 is pushing this as well. So this is major breaking news. Major. So the big news is, of course, here in this story is what Ben Jacobs is saying. The three clubs are looking to bring him in, but the major breaking news is of course this one. The Casemiro, sorry about the glitch there, has been offered a contract worth 650k a week. That's British pounds, to be this by the Saudi Pro League. And this is driven by the sporting director Michael Emenalo for the league to drive to bring Casemiro to the league, right? And also if that's the case, Al Nassr is going to be the club that signs him. Guys, this has been a fantastic show, guys. And it's good to see that, you know, Arsenal is losing, because that means that the confidence is going to be down, and that is at Emirates, and we're playing them this weekend at Emirates. So big up to all of you. Big up for tuning in. Big news, big bombas. Let's monitor this Casemiro. I personally will drive Habibi Casemiro to play and send ball in the Saudi League. This has been Mick Ruby here from Mufc RealistTV. Guys, thank you for smash the like, please. And it's time for me to go and watch some second half football to see if Arsenal will lose. Anyway, big up, great show. What Fred the Red is saying, all you fantastic legend, Jordan Wells, Nas MC, Box is in the house, Devil United is in the house. Big up, Devil United. Evening to you. And Devils United is just coming in when I'm about to wrap the show up. Potentially, we will see some outs. But as alluded before, we get Casemiro, 30 million for Casemiro. We get his wage bill off on 18 million. That is 66 million in the kitty to be utilizing in the January window. Guys, thank you for watching. It's time to wrap it up. Glory, glory, Man United. Please, Devils United, watch it back. I'm out of here.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc RealistTV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.